All right, everybody, how you doing today? All right, so I'm back with another big old handful of nodules from Arizona, just outside of Phoenix in the Gila Bend Mountain Range area. So some of these are pretty big. Let's walk through them real quick and see what we got. All right, so this guy, it's got some banded agate with some quartz showing in that window, but he is a pretty big chunk. I'm guessing he's going to be mostly that throughout, but let's cut him parallel to that face and see how much of each is in that. I bet it's still going to look good. Alright, got another one with some quartz showing. It's got some negative impressions of other crystals that were next to this when it grew. So I'm not sure if it'll be quartz all the way through or have some mixed banding in it, but we'll cut this one like that and see what we end up with. Alright, so this one's got a couple windows showing some banded agate. It has some surface fractures for sure. So we'll cut him and see if there's anything worth cabbing in. Alright. That's an interesting piece. Again, look at the negative impressions from the other crystals that were growing next to this nodule. Got some banded agate showing there. Banded agate. A little bit of quartz. Alright. A lot of quartz in these rocks today. Alright, got a decent sized nodule. But again, this one's got a window. And it's showing some banded agate around quartz. So we'll cut probably parallel to that and see if we can't get a good face with clean quartz and some banded agate around it. Alright, again, another one that shows a little bit of agate here. And then this one, it's got a face with quartz with nice colored banded agate around it. So maybe we can cut parallel to that open face and see if the quartz gets a little smaller and the agate gets bigger. Alright. Another windowed. Alright, this one's pretty cool looking. It's got some banded agate around the outside edge, quartz, some more banded agate around quartz. So maybe I can cut that one like that and see how that comes out. Okay, got me a bit of a wedge shaped piece here. You can tell he was broken off. I'm pretty sure that was an edge as well. You can see some banded agate showing. Got some moss right there. Alright, got some banded agate showing, got some orbicular formations. And then looks like some quartz right through here. Pretty different from this side to this side for sure. Alright, let's try to cut this one right down the middle and see what we get. Alright, got this big old chunk. I'm pretty sure this agate that's showing on the end here is just on the end. You can tell it kind of goes right here. The rest of this is, I'm guessing, going to be a moss. Probably pitted, but hopefully not. Sometimes these surprise you though. We'll cut him open and see what's in this, but don't hold high hopes for that one. Alright, a very flat nodule here, but I got some banding showing on that edge. So we'll cut him in half and see if he's got a good pattern. Another flat one. Alright, so this one's got some banded agate around a quartz center. So we'll cut him in half and see what kind of a pattern we get with that. Alright, got this last piece here. Again, a big seam nodule here. Got some banded agate with some quartz showing. And again, it's banded agate with some quartz showing. It's got some pretty heavy fractures going through it, it looks like. So that one looks like it's actually in the stone. Although I don't see it on this side. Definitely on that side. Alright, we'll cut him open and see how much of what's in it. Alright, so let me get these off to the saw, get them cut, and I'll be right back. We'll see what we ended up with. Alright, welcome back everybody. I am back from the saw and I've got these cut. So let's start with this guy. Had a little bit of agate on the end showing, and like I suspected, that's all it was. And the rest of this is kind of a red jasper material, red and white. And then it's very coarse around the outside edge, but solid in the middle. Huh. I guess that's just the difference in how it cooled, where it cooled, how many air pockets it got in it. All right. Next up, just a reminder, most of these look like they were going to be quartz. And we do have some quartz. Cool banding around the outside though. And some calcite crystals up in here. It broke off here. Cool looking stone. Probably yard rock. Alright, another big stone that was showing quartz. Possibly had some banding in it. Alright, so what I was seeing, I guess, was this agate that was trying to make a floater, but didn't get a lot of banding, and then filled back in with the rest of quartz. But that is pretty cool looking. So another good looking yard rock. All right, another big nodule showing quartz. All right, well this one is quartz, but the banding on the outside edge, a little bit of banded agate, and then the quartz looks like it's done in bands as well. It's got some fractures, so probably just a yard rock, but super cool looking. Love the pattern. Might look nice polished. All right, another big nodule that was showing quartz on the outside with some banding. All right, not a lot of banding, mostly quartz, but interesting looking. I like the outside of it better personally. All right, well that'll make a nice yard rock. Okay. Next up, I had this one showing some quartz in between bands, and then more quartz. Huh, that's pretty cool. Different looking. It's got some fractures in it though. Alright, well, probably another yard rock. Okay. So this is that really odd looking nodule with the negative imprints, with a little bit of quartz showing. But on the inside, lots of banding, but lots of fractures. All right, another cool looking yard rock. Okay, another nodule that was showing banding, but it had this fracture in it. Okay, well, that is a cool looking fracture. I don't believe it's healed, but it is definitely filled in with something dark in color. All right, another cool yard rock, possibly a tumbler. Okay, next up. So this one was the one that had some orbicular formations, maybe some quartz, and maybe some moss. So let's see how we did. Oh, all right, so let's look at the moss side first. It's not the best quality moss. It's pitted, mostly a host rhyolite probably, and some fractures up in the banding, but the banding is pretty cool looking. And then the agate surrounding the host rock, that's probably what created the bots on the other side. So let's look at that. Yeah, that's definitely what these bots were. The agate that grew around that host rock. All right, that looked nice tumbled. Okay, next up, that guy. Let's see how he turned out. Ooh, all right, I like that. So the agate got bigger, the quartz got smaller. Got some really deep looking bands in there with some orbs in it. That's really cool looking. And this side's even nicer. Quartz is completely surrounded by really nice banded agate. I don't see much in the way of fractures. That'd look nice polished. And then keep that side just the way it is. That'd make a nice specimen. Maybe this one I just go in the tumbler. Very cool. All right, two left. So this guy was really flat. Had some banding showing on that edge. So let's see what he shows on the inside. All right, he's completely banded. It's got some good pattern, very translucent. Orbs. All right, it's cool. Could make some nice freeform cabochons out of these possibly. They're rather thin, long and skinny. All right, cool. All right, last up. Okay, so this guy had the broken edge showing a little bit of banding and then mostly quartz. So kind of a little further away from now. Let's see what we ended up with. Wow, that one was a definite surprise. Let's look at each half real quick. All right, so we got a little bit of a purple one here. Lavender, purple, something like that. Nice banding, nice pattern. I don't see any fractures. That's really cool looking. See this other half. It's got a little bit of a weird weird pocket right there, but other than that, it's really nice. Love the color and the banding in these. Very cool. Well, that is a good one to end on. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.